The representative of Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District, Derrick Van Orden, is under fire for a message he sent to a veteran and a former VA employee. The message has gone viral, showing the representative threatening to report the man to the Department of Government Efficiency. Tonight, we have a response from Van Orden and calls for action from the man he messaged.
He bullied me to the sense where he admitted, I'm going to turn you into DOGE and get you fired.
Tony Ruiz describes himself as a proud Army veteran. He served 2 years overseas in Germany, driving the Abrams battle tanks. The VA hired him in February 2024 as a veteran service representative. Almost exactly 1 year later, he says he was fired.
So to make this story even more tragic, I'm not only a veteran working for the VA, but I'm actually 80% disabled. So they say they fired somebody who's literally disabled, who served this country and would have died for this country.
Ruiz says roughly a week after his termination, he reached out to Congressman Derrick Van Orden.
Hey, Mr. Van Orden, you're a congressman. Do you care about the veterans? You said nothing about it. He literally says to me, I'm a congressman in the VA committee and this and that, and I'm going to turn you into DOGE.
You can see the message here. Van Orden says, I have absolutely no say in the employment status of any individual in the executive branch. However, I will be referring you to DOGE, as it seems that at 13:46 on a Monday, you should have been working for veterans, not posting trash about your boss, President Trump. But remember, Ruiz sent this message after he had been fired, so he was not working when he sent it. Ruiz says he only reached out to Van Orden because his behavior in congressional meetings stood out to him.
He's always yelling at the VA guys. He's got a loud mouth. And I always look at this guy and go, okay, he strikes me as either he's really passionate and he really loves the veterans, right?
But Ruiz says he felt Van Orden's response was the opposite. It's also a very similar response the congressman gave to 27 News. In a statement, he says the only priority of the Veterans Administration is to take care of the men and women who sacrificed their lives for our nation. Anything else is adding to the problem. I have no say in the employment status of any individual in the executive branch, but through my work on the House Veterans Affairs Committee, I will ensure those who have put politics before service are held accountable.
That shows you how much he cares for veterans. Tells you a whole bunch. It shows you how important, I guess, veterans are to him when he's literally blasting me, a disabled veteran, Latino.
Ruiz says he'd like a meeting with Van Orden.
I want a meeting with Van Orden, or I want to see if he can call me to Congress and testify. I'd love to. And then we'll see who's the loudest guy in the room.
Ruiz says he's requesting a meeting with Van Orden this week when he's in D.C. It's unclear if that has been scheduled or happened.